Hey y'all. Honey is over there chilling in her bouncy. Get away, miss. Miss. Jeffrey. Miss. Get down. Get down. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a random video. This is gonna be a random video, okay? 5 things I wish I knew before delivery. Um, yeah. So, I had to fix the light a little bit. Hope that's a little bit better. So 5 things I wish I knew before delivery, and this is gonna be the good, the bad, and the ugly. I a lot of this stuff I actually came across. I'm not gonna lie, like people, maybe friends may have told me, or I may have read books or whatever, but it didn't stick. This is just some of the. I'm sure you've had people tell you certain things, and you don't take it seriously until you learn. Yeah. So 5 things. I'm gonna start off with breastfeeding. Now, I always knew I wanted to breastfeed since I got pregnant. I knew I wanted to breastfeed. I knew I wanted to give breastfeeding a real shot. So I went to an informative class, and it was just telling me all the reasons I should breastfeed. And I did have a little meeting with the lactation consultant, and had a personal meeting with the lady, a nurse, who was teaching me the different holds and whatnot. I didn't really get any too detailed with it. I mean, I figured, hey, you got a boob, put the baby on the boob, baby starts sucking on the boob, and it works out. But yeah, no, not so much. It's tons of questions. But I mean, honestly, I was kind of naive into thinking that I'll just ask the lactation consultant when the time comes, after delivery or whatever, in the hospital. So therefore, I'll have the baby and I'll ask all the questions. Well, I mean, I didn't really know what questions to ask because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now, I'm going to stop right there and make sure I let you know I love breastfeeding. So this is not a bash on breastfeeding. But I just really wish I had known. I wish that I had prepared myself. Because now, 2.5 weeks later, I had find myself having so many questions like why is my baby wanting to eat all the time, all of a sudden? And why does my boobs hurt so much? Why do my boobs hurt when she cries? Why does my boob hurt when any baby cries? What's with the stupid pump? The manual pump that I have. It's just ridiculous. Like, I had so many questions, but I found the answers. I talked to the right people now, so I'm fine. But I felt myself, calling my friends up and my family members. Hey, tell me about your boobs. Tell me about your boobs, please, because I want to know what was going on with your boobs when you were breastfeeding. Because my boobs are ridiculous right now. Um, I was having those weird conversations and stuff, but it was much needed, and I did end up getting the information I needed, and I found a lot of resources. So I mean, breastfeeding's going great now, but I was just at a loss for a good week. I really wish I had prepared myself a little bit better for breastfeeding before delivery. Boy, do I wish. But yeah, perfect now. Another thing that I wish recovery. Yeah. So not prepared for that one. My recovery has been pretty difficult. I ended up having a tear, and I had an episiotomy before the tear, but all in all, it's the same stitch. Uh, and just the recovery is just. I wish someone had prepared me for how tired and how much pain, achy, and then the mood swings. Well, I guess not really the mood swings, but your emotions. With the hormones releasing and all that stuff. I just really wish that someone would have prepared me for the freaking recovery. Like, postpartum recovery is no joke. It's one of the hardest things I've ever been through. Not to mention, you're wanting to just take care of your precious baby, and half the time your body isn't working the way it's supposed to. You can't get up the way you want. You can't walk around the way you want. You can't bend over the way you want. God forbid, you have a tear, or you need stitches or whatever. Like, my gosh, like, I was just so naive to thinking that right after delivery I was gonna have a couple of moments in the hospital, and I was gonna bounce back when I got home and be fine. Definitely prepare yourself, mamas, to be for the recovery. Um, yeah. Uh, so, something else that I wish I had known before delivery. I'm gonna give you a little background a little background history, a little bit of background information on myself. At my first job when I was 18, and my first job was a preschool teacher, and I fell in love with being a preschool teacher. Like, I love that age group. I love the beginning stages of learning, and I just fell in love with it. I ended up going to school for it, getting certified, getting degrees, stuff like that, and I have been doing it for the last 5 years. So in North Carolina, was her age group. Well, that's not her age group, but infants anyways. Um, the state ratio for the centers I've worked in has been 1 to 6. So that means one teacher can have 6 infants. I've had my share of babies. I've taken care of babies. So I was like, this is gonna be easy. If I can take care of 6 little ones at the same time by myself, one is gonna be a piece of cake, right? Wrong. There's a huge difference. And I mean, one would think that that's common sense, it's not your child, but it's not, because the way I looked at it was like, hey, it's going to be infant care. It's no different from me taking care of an infant. You know what I'm saying? But the emotions that plays a huge part in it. Being a mommy, you want to make sure you're doing everything right. But being that when I was a teacher, I would get the mom or dad, whoever, would drop the baby off with their set of instructions. This is what my baby eats. This is how she sleeps. This is what she likes to do. This is what she doesn't like to do. And nah, 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 nah. But, when you're home with an infant and it's yours, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, am I doing it right? The baby's crying. And, I mean, physically, I knew, I know how to take care of the baby perfectly fine. But, emotionally, I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I'm doing this wrong? Or, what if I'm holding her too long and, I'm spoiling her? Or what if, you know, I don't know. What if I'm not stimulating her mind enough when she's awake? Like, it's just all these emotions that come over you because you're a mommy now and you want the best for your child. So I was not prepared for that. I just figured, oh hey, this is going to be super simple. I mean, outside of being super tired and all that good stuff, I mean, this is going to be super simple. I'm going to take care of my infant. And it's been easy, but it's been hard, with my emotions because I want to be perfect, and all new moms want to be perfect. All the studying and schooling I've done, I mean, hey, I know babies. It's my thing. You understand? But your emotions plays a big part in it after your baby comes. And yeah, definitely was naive to thinking that I was gonna have everything under control as far as my emotions was concerned. No. So expect the emotions that comes along with it all, which should be common sense funny, but it wasn't for some reason. Yeah. So another thing that I wish I knew before delivery, newborn breathing patterns and noises that they make. My goodness. For the first week of her life, I didn't get any sleep. You know why? Because she makes these noises, or she'll breathe funny. Like she'll be laying there and she'll be asleep, and I'm like, okay, she's calm, quiet, she's asleep. So he's like, okay, cool. And then she stops breathing, and she starts breathing really hard, really fast, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my baby? You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it's all freaking normal. So I'm calling the pediatrician, like, my baby's breathing all funky, or she's making these weird noises and gurgling, like, or whatever. And they're like, oh no, that's normal. Newborns make weird noises. But literally, all night long, for the first week, I'm like this. Sleep. One eye open, really. Because it was just, I don't know. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but yeah. So, prepare yourself for your newborn to make the weirdest little noises and to even stop breathing sometimes and start breathing. Now, I don't mean stop breathing for a minute or an hour, but I mean periods of time where it seems like they're stopped breathing. And I'm freaking out, so you don't freak out because I freaked out enough and I'm warning you about it, okay? They stop breathing sometimes and make weird noises and stuff like that. Yeah, so that. And I guess the last thing would be the supermom issue. Supermom, okay? I have found myself wanting to do everything and want to do everything for her. Okay, so any noise she makes, I'm right on it. Okay, any noise she makes, anytime she, of course, breastfeed, so I have to feed her all the time. But any diaper, I just want to be a supermom. I want to do it all. I want to take care of it all, and I neglect myself. Okay, being a new mom, having a new baby, if you're not a new mom, having a new baby, it's hard work, okay? And especially if you're deciding to breastfeed, because you don't really get a break as far as feeding is concerned. Every few hours, you're the one feeding and tending to the baby. So there's no such thing as here, daddy or grandma or whoever take over this feeding and this nap for a few hours while I go and do blase blase. No, because it's you have to feed the baby unless you pump, and that's a whole different story. But the point is, yeah, Supermom was Bunny. I was doing it all, every single thing, and even though Clyde, I mean, it's not that Clyde wasn't doing anything, but when he was doing for her, I was like overseeing as if I thought he was going to do it wrong. So I'm staring at him and making sure he's changing her diaper the right way and making sure he's burping her the right way and just everything. Not only was I neglecting myself, not eating like I should, and taking care of myself, I also, I guess honestly, I also was treating Clyde Daddy as if I was teaching him and not necessarily like a partner. Because he's a partner and he's big, that's Daddy there. He's my partner, he's my man, So he's my partner in this parenting, but I was more so felt like I was overseeing, just being super mom, and I guess that's natural. A lot of women say, you're a mother, the maternal instinct. We feel like men don't really know what they're doing sometimes, and especially her being so little, we feel as if we need to do it all, and I don't know, but yeah, super mom was me. Okay, somebody woke up. This pillow. All right, so yeah, I for example, I I don't know, just super mom. I just wanted to do it all. I wanted to be it all. I was neglecting myself. I really just wish that I prepared myself a little bit better with what's wrong with my girl? How are you waking up? It's time for feeding. I think baby girl's hungry. She's getting up now. No. Like when people say sleep when a baby sleeps, do it. I was trying to be super mom. Like I wanted to take care of baby all day. And when she would sleep, I would get up and I gotta clean that bathroom right now. I gotta clean that bathroom right now. That bathroom is driving me crazy. I'm gonna go clean the bathroom right now. Then I'm gonna go cook dinner. No, no. You put that baby to sleep and you take your butt to sleep too. Because you can't be super mom. You can't do it all. Because you'll find yourself tired and then that baby is gonna wake up, an hour later, if you're lucky, 2 hours later, and want something else, maybe some more food. Why are you grunting, honey? You mad at me? I'm sorry. I'm messing with that baby. She has such a little attitude. It's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, so you can't do it all. Like, if that baby's going to wake up and then you're going to need to tend to your baby, but you're exhausted by this point because you still didn't get any sleep because you were up cleaning the bathroom. Or you were up, no. I'm just getting all the yelling. You can't do it all. You can't do it all because you got to tend to your baby and you got to take care of yourself. So I wish I had learned. I wish I'd known